Narcs view abusing you as a rite of passage. Okay, if I sound or look funny, I'm a little bit sick, bear with me. But narcs view abusing you as a rite of passage. If you think about it, right? Those of us who are scapegoats, black sheep, truth tellers, whatever you want to call yourself, think back to the patterns of your life. Think of the patterns within the stories that your parents told, and think about your grandparents, okay? Now, 9 out of 10, your narc abuser, your parents, probably told you some pretty messed up stories about how your grandparents treated them, or how their aunts and uncles treated them, and how they came basically from a toxic narcissistic system. You know, we've all heard those stories. And we've all, I'm sure, sat back and thought, but you do the same thing. You do the same thing to me. You verbally abuse me. You try to financially exploit me. You bring predators in the house. You've done the same things to me that you're sitting here complaining to me about. And I know for me, I'll speak for myself. I used to sit back and I just would think to myself, why would you do that if you know it's wrong? If you know it felt bad for you, right? And you know that you didn't enjoy it, why would you do the same thing to me? And it finally dawned on me. It's their turn. They really feel like treating you better than they were treated is them getting the short end of the stick. They feel slighted by that. They feel like they missed out. Okay? They feel like they had an opportunity that was missed to be the big cheese, the head kahuna, the boss hog, the queen bee, whatever it was. My mother wanted to be the queen bee. My mother presides over a toxic narcissistic household like a queen bee. She's financially abusing my brother, check. She got the weak man, loser, broke ass boy toy, check. She's got me, the scapegoat, that's fucking, I was supposed to be there and be a slave and be the fucking punching bag for the rest of my life. No check on that, because I've been nearly, no contact for nearly 4 fucking years. But when I look at the patterns of her life and the things that she told me, I understand that she just felt like it was finally her time to shine. And their definition of shining is fucking with you and siphoning your life force and turning you into a husk of a person so you could pass that same shit down to your kids. Because it's your turn then. And you get to be the boss hog. Isn't that sick? This is further proof that these people don't want to get better. That's why no contact is must and will always be the only option. I'll speak for myself. I don't fuck with people who don't want to get better. My mom doesn't want to get better. My mom does not want to get better. My mom wouldn't even entertain a conversation about some of the concerns I had about her conduct that she displayed when I was growing up. She ignored me for a year. And the lesson that I was supposed to take from her was, you are the scapegoat. You have been chosen for this. I'm not going to explain myself to you. Nobody explained themselves to me. It's my time to shine. It's my time to put my foot on someone's neck. And who's the easiest person to control and beat up and bully? A child. And they think you're going to stay a child forever. And they think that if they lean on you enough in childhood, they'll twist your mind up and put you in a place to where you will be the subservient little fucking wet noodle for the rest of your life. That's what they want for you. They could tell you to reach for the stars and do well in school and go to college and get a good job and go out there and give it 100%. Okay, and they may even mean that, but they mean that for their benefit. They don't mean that for your own development, your own, you spreading your wings and flying. They don't want that. If you spread your wings and fly, you might break out the toxic system. The toxic system requires your fucking conformity. It requires you bowing. It requires you bending over and grabbing your ankles for them. It requires you to acquiesce to evil when you know it's evil. Why? Because that's the choice your parents made. Why? Because that's the choice their parents made. Why? Because that's the choice of generations and generations back. They view abusing you as a rite of passage, which means, right? Because a rite of passage, you go through the rite of passage culturally. On the other end, you get something positive, right? You become a man, you become a woman, you become a chief, you become whatever it is. So that must necessarily mean that they're getting something positive out of abusing you. They enjoy abusing you. They feel like they're finally on top. If you stay around them, if you choose to continue to engage with these people, that type of thinking will infect you. And if you have children now, or if you plan to have children, you will do the same thing to them. Catch that, know that, remember that. No contact is the best thing you can do. No contact removes the toxicity from your life. It removes the pressure to conform to toxicity. It removes all these stressors that cause you to want to throw your own intuition away. Never throw your intuition away. Your narc parent threw their intuition away. My own mother told me that she went no contact with my grandmother when she was a young woman for about 2 years. Didn't speak a word to her. Because my grandmother had all kinds of men up in and out of the house, multiple baby daddies, verbally abusive to my mother. Hell, she was verbally abusive to me once I started to become a teenager, very verbally abusive. So I saw a little taste of what my mom must have gone through in the 60s and the 70s. She went no contact with her for 2 years, but because she was weak, and perhaps because it was a different time and culture was like, hey, you stick with family, you know, she went back to it. It was what she knew. She accepted more abuse. She accepted more nonsense. She accepted being the scapegoat. My mother is the scapegoat of her family. My mother is shat upon by my uncles all the time. My mother is shat upon by her nieces all the time. And she accepts it with a smile on her face, passively. But who do you think bared the brunt of all the frustration behind that? Not the people who are attacking her, not her mom, not her brother who stole her money and went and bought a car. When he was supposed to buy my mother a car, my mom gave my uncle money to buy a car, okay, because he was very good at, at kind of horse trading and talking people down and getting a good price on a vehicle. He took money out of her hand and went and bought himself a car and never said a fucking word about it. And she never said a word to him. But you know who got screamed at, yelled at, dismissed? Me. The scapegoat. They anoint you. To them, anointing a new scapegoat is a rite of passage because they finally have a place to put all their existential dread and their hatred and their anger at all the abuse that they incurred and suffered under their toxic system that they lived in as a child. They view abusing you as a rite of passage. You cannot negotiate with that type of thinking. You cannot heal around a person like that. You will never ever have an equitable relationship with someone who views you as a person who's in this designated role. It is static. It will never change. You are the scapegoat. That's what it is. I have no respect for you. I can run roughshod over you. I can triangulate you against your brothers and your sisters. I can have the rest of the family talk to you like you're a piece of shit. I can do all that because that was done to me and now it's my turn. Remove that from them. Remove yourself from them. Remove yourself from the whole toxic narcissistic family system and go off and plant your own flag. That is the only way you will be free of these people. There are no half measures when it comes to this. You have to cut it out. What do we do with cancer? We cut it all out. If we don't cut it all out, guess what? You're going to be in remission. Okay, or you're not going to be in remission. The cancer will come back. The cancer will come back. You must remove every bit of the tumor. Narcissism in family systems, it is basically like a psychological tumor, and it's passed down from generation to generation. You've got to let go of it. Narcissists view abusing you as a rite of passage. Never forget that.